You're listening to 107.9 FM The Berg. Welcome to Fitness Friday. I'm your host, Meg Boschin. Today, I have a very special guest on the show, my friend Jeana. Welcome, Jeana.
Thanks so much. Hi.
So great to have you. I want to congratulate you, first of all, because you have published your first guided journal on Amazon. Wow. Of course, I purchased it right away, and I love it because, as we were talking about it earlier, it's extremely concise. It's to the point, and it says, ladies, let's get it done. So it's very results driven. So where did this come from? Like we were talking also, I focus a lot on thoughts, words, and deeds. This is the human condition. How do we align our thoughts, which could be dreams, our words, what we talk about we want to do, we say we want to do, but you're demonstrating it. So you're out there, you're living it and doing it. What got you here?
So I've been journaling for probably 8 years or so, 7, 8 years. And I've bought different kinds. I've written my own prompts. And this time I decided, like I've written like 1 or 2 of my own prompts. This time I decided I needed something that was going to push me to this like next level.
Okay.
So I really believe in deciding what you want, which can be really hard in the beginning. I did not really know what I wanted. I was like, life is good. I don't know if there's anything else I want. But I decided like there are things that I dream or aspire to have. So I wanted to create a journal or write a journal that I would think about where it is that I want to go, what it is that I need to do to get there, and who do I need to become to actually get to that place. I really believe in visualization. I've talked about it with my kids in their sports. I've been talking about it with them for years because I believe that if you keep writing things down and saying it and really feeling it and truly seeing it, those dreams will come true. But you do have to take intentional actions. So I think with writing things in your journal, you really do align your days to start to focus and work towards those things that your dreams or things that you're aspiring to do.
Yeah. So you mentioned something. I can't remember if I read it in the journal or the podcast. If I heard it in the podcast, it comes down to training your mind.
Yeah.
Am I
Yes,
right?
yes.
So I'm a big fan of A Course in Miracles, and it has a workbook where you're doing every day like a lesson. You're reading something, and it's always going to be affirmative, as we know the universe speaks in the affirmative. As you also say, write it as if it's happened. Okay, and that's hard for people to do, right? Because they just get stuck in, well, that could never happen, maybe the negative thought. So don't you think that's a lot of what your journal's also doing? It's getting people out of their head.
For sure.
And onto the page, maybe.
Onto the page. And I think for a lot of women in general, women in general, you're afraid to actually, even if there's something you think of, you're afraid to say it. Because I think a lot of women, we're afraid that it might not happen for us. We don't believe it's possible for us.
Yeah.
We're like, how could I actually get there? And I think, let's just say it's something, a bigger one. They're thinking about the end, but you have to remember it takes a lot of little tiny actions and conversations or whatever it is to get to that point. It's not going to happen overnight. Nothing's going to happen overnight.
No.
Even if it's I feel like a lot of women can create health goals. Like, I want to lose X pounds or I want to gain this much muscle. That seems something that women are very confident in doing. But when it comes to other goals, it's like they don't even think about the possibilities.
Exactly. And I'm going to circle back because I remember now. The mind training. You mentioned it, and the Course in Miracles specifically says you have to retrain your mind. But you've touched on so many points that I want to grab, and I'm losing them because there's, like I said, every line in your journal is very powerful. It's empowering, each one, because you're saying it's who you become on the journey. I loved that. It's who you become while you're doing it. It's not the end. It's not, that doesn't really matter. So I think that's what I love about your journal. It makes people become. And who am I while I become this? And the other thing I love, it was fabulous. I forgot to bring it in with me, but I remember because it's just, you get there and it could be something totally different than you thought it would be. Absolutely. If you take that step, right?
Absolutely.
That courage and the braveness to take this step to start with something in mind, like a goal but you don't know. You could go, and Course in Miracles and even any religion will teach like and not even have to be religious. Spirituality will teach what the universe has in mind for you is way better than what you could ever conceive. Just take a step. Take that risk.
That's exactly it.
Right.
I truly believe that.
Yep.
I feel like the universe has so much to offer. And I think sometimes people think, well, they have it. There's not enough out there. It's everyone's for the taking. I believe it's out there for everyone.
Yeah.
And everyone has special gifts. If you just follow something that you're excited about, that you're passionate about, or that you're skilled at, I don't know. Like it makes me, it makes me a little bit sad because I don't want people to get the end of their lives and be like, I wish I should have, or I had this like idea 100%. And I didn't do it. I'm like, just start. It's really taking small steps.
Yeah, no
small
regret.
steps.
No regret. And your journal does that. It's like, let's just do this. Just do this.
Yeah, like even in my journal, about this journal, I talked about the cottage that I envisioned. I grew up in Thunder Bay. We call them camps. I thought I was going to have a camp in Thunder Bay, but then I realized it's 14-hour drive. I never get there. Like this doesn't make sense. But I grew up on the water. We grew up camping every weekend in a truck a camper on a truck. And if I didn't write that down every day for years, like my husband wouldn't be looking at realtor.ca every day. I grew my beauty counter business because I knew that income would help towards it. Like we took all those steps. I'm like, one day it's going to be there, that property. He did find a different property. And I was like, this isn't the one. This is not the one. This is not the water view I'm picturing. And if we would have taken that, we wouldn't have got what we have now. Yeah. We have like this beautiful beach that you can't imagine 40 minutes from our house. But we had to keep looking and knowing there's a time that it's going to come. Being patient. Yeah. Being patient. And taking those steps
time.
Instead of just saying, okay, I think this is it.
Patience. Oof, that's like one that I struggle with because I want it like yesterday.
I know.
Never mind the path. And, like I have to go back constantly to that quote, the path is the goal. Check in. Okay, the path is the goal because I'll get hung up on a goal. And that's what discourages people. That's why they don't go, because it takes time. It takes a long time. Like you're saying 7 to 8 years you've been journaling. And here we've just produced this journal recently, right? And for me, people say, so you're writing a book? Yeah. For 20 years?
Yes.
Like, is it done? No, I'm not going to give up. Like I'm still evolving.
Yeah.
It will be. And I believe because when it's time, it's time. Mm-hmm. And we know it. We trust. We feel it.
And 100%. And while we're doing all this, there's all these other wonderful things that have been happening from the actions we've taken and the choices we've made and the ideas we put in our head have given us these other gifts and connections and things while you're going towards whatever if it is a bigger goal that you're going towards.
Yeah, and that's the path, right?
Yeah.
So the journal's incredible. Now, the other amazing thing, which I don't even know how you're doing all this, but the podcast. Mm-hmm. So it's like, let's do it.
Yeah.
The Yes Is Us podcast.
Yes to Us podcast. Yeah. When I booked this interview with you, I didn't even have episode 1 out yet. I think I put it out the next day.
Wow.
I took a course 2 years ago. I bought a microphone 18 months ago and it sat beside my desk. I don't like to have clutter, but it sat there beside my desk because I knew if I saw it every day, I would eventually open it when it was the right time. Yep. And I opened it one day. I took a little video. I went and Googled how to start your podcast. And I just went on to script and started recording. And it's out there now.
That's how
episode 3 went out today.
Right? We were talking about this too. What's the difference between doing it and not doing it? Doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Just do it. Like Nike was onto it. Like onto something. Just do it.
And know that it's not going to be perfect. I have really learned over time. I was such a perfectionist. Mm-hmm. I think that's due to some other things, but realizing messy action is better than no action. Like I'm not going to just stand here and have regrets. And you can tell when you listen to my podcast, I didn't hire anyone yet. And I actually prefer that in the beginning. Maybe one day I will if I continue to enjoy it. But you can tell it's raw, it's real.
I think that's what people want, though. That's where any social media, any type of that is going, is raw, real. People want real. They're done with the scripted and the filtered content because it's not, everyone knows now it's not real. It's impossible.
And like my kids, because they kept asking me, so when are you doing the podcast? Because they knew I did the course.
Yeah.
And then I went and told them, guess what? I have a podcast coming out. When? And I think they knew what a podcast was, but they didn't understand Apple and Spotify. They're like, it's actually on Apple? So then they went, like my son went in his room and listened. He came out. His expression was, it was priceless. He's like, I didn't expect it to be that good. I don't know what I was, it was so sweet.
Yeah.
But I think in their head, they're like, oh, my mom's just going to, but they didn't realize it's actually out there as other, Mel Robbins, Lewis Howes.
Famous.
You know what I mean?
Go, Mom.
But they're like, that's brave. They see bravery. And I want my kids to see that I love being a mom. I love doing everything. I travel with my family everywhere. There's sports and everything, but I haven't forgotten myself. And I'm choosing to do things that scare me and my interests, and showing them that you can continue to do that through life. Even when you have kids, even you have a family and you're busy, your work, that you should do some things that really excite you and light you up and take some risks.
Well, how else do you have the energy to do all the, the little bit of mundane things that have to be done too? Like they all have to be done, and coffee just ain't going to cut it.
No.
Right? All the time. We need more. We need that internal flame.
Yeah. I'm reading a book right now in a book club I have. It's called Radical Confidence, Lisa Bilyeu, and she talks about the purgatory of the mundane. And I was like, oh, I was living that for a bit when we were in Germany. Mm-hmm. And my husband thought I had the best life. Like, teaching was, we had our third child. He was maybe a year. And I just said, I'm starting to feel that I need something for me, because I started to get a little moody, and I don't really get moody. My husband's like, there's something going on with you. I'm like, I need a sense of purpose. I need to start doing something for myself. And that's the purgatory of the mundane. Yes, I love doing those things, cooking the meals for my family, doing all the things, but you need a little something that sparks joy. Put some joy on your calendar. Yeah. Maybe it's taking up golf. Maybe it's, going to yoga class with your friend. Yep. We got to add some joy. Right. Bring that childlike passion back again.
And you prompt that in the journal too.
Yeah, joy is one of my prompts.
Great.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what?
I know.
What's that?
You can add joy in your calendar, ladies.
What is that?
Yeah.
It's great. And it's so simple again, like I said. It's so nice to have you here. It's great that you're putting this out into the world, because we need it.
It's going to be the Yes to Us movement. I'm going to make some hoodies and stuff.
Oh, yeah. In that color you're wearing, because it's fabulous.
Is that I'm having women message me right now saying things like, oh my gosh, you won't believe. And there's some crazy stuff. Like, I wasn't expecting things like, oh my gosh, I started writing a fiction book that I've been waiting for. That's huge. Or I took I'm starting a Pilates instructor course. Okay, we don't need to all go that big, but I love that.
Oh yeah.
But someone's like, I just started walking in the mornings because I need to do that and they're like, yes to us. Like, they always finish with that now. Yes to us. And I love that, because it's their little reminder. I love that.
And it's yes to me, right?
Yes to me, yes to us.
Yeah, for sure. We can both agree, if you're going to dip your toes into the water of risk and courage, you better have a backup plan for when your mind tries to talk you out of it. And it will every day. So yes to us is that tool to keep you engaged, to keep you on track with your goals, and keep it solid, right? Don't get distracted. We want to say congrats again to Jeana. Get your copy of Yes to Us on Amazon today. Catch the podcast on Apple and Spotify. Is there anywhere else we can find you, Jeana?
And Instagram.
Okay, Instagram.
It's Yes to Us. Yes to Us. And Jeana Wycis. It's under Jeana Wycis.
So is there two separate, or are they together?
They're together.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay. So we can support local. Incredible things are happening right here in our neck of the world. Amazing people live right here in Essex County. Like Jeana, changing the world. Listeners, this is your sign. Choose yourself. Dream big. Take one brave step today. This is 107.9 FM The Berg. You're listening to Fitness Friday. I'm Meg Boschin, your host. If you missed this episode, you can catch us again today at 4:30. Until then, say yes to yourself and do it.